Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're looking at some pretty unexpected news, actually.
Yeah.
From an iconic American brand,
Oh.
Harley Davidson. They've just announced a major leadership change.
Okay.
And, it immediately brings up this really fascinating question for us.
Which is?
What exactly does a leader whose background is in, like, golf entertainment and pizza franchises, what does he bring to a legendary motorcycle company? One known for its rebellious spirit, its heritage.
That is the million-dollar question, isn't it? It sets up a bit of a paradox right away. Is Harley looking to maybe broaden its appeal,
Right.
but maybe risk diluting that core identity? Or is this, some kind of genius move we haven't quite figured out yet?
Yeah.
So our mission today for this deep dive is really to sift through the official announcement. This came directly from Harley Davidson.
Okay, the source material.
Exactly. We want to pull out the key insights. We'll look at Artie Starrs, his appointment, that unique professional background.
Definitely unique.
And really what this change might actually signify for Harley's future. It's about understanding the strategy behind this very interesting move.
Okay, so let's dive in. The core news. Harley Davidson, Inc. They've officially named Artie Starrs as the new president and chief executive officer.
Right.
And this kicks in October 1, 2025.
Yeah.
So, a little ways off still.
Yeah, there's a transition plan. But, a CEO change at a company like Harley Davidson, it's always a pretty big deal. A seismic event, almost.
Why so significant, you think?
Yeah.
More than other companies?
Well, it's not just a brand, is it? It's like a cultural institution. It has this incredibly long, storied history and a super passionate customer base.
Sure.
So any shift right at the top, it naturally makes everyone take a deep look. Where are they headed? What about the continuity of this heritage brand?
So how does a resume like Artie Starrs even start to make sense for Harley Davidson? Let's unpack this a bit.
Okay.
Starting with his most recent job before this Harley announcement. He was CEO of Topgolf International, Inc.
Right, a subsidiary of Topgolf Callaway Brands.
Yeah. Which, on the surface, golf entertainment. How does that teach you about motorcycles? It feels a bit, I don't know, disconnected.
Well, what's maybe insightful here? Think about it. Harley's always been known for its product, right? The bike itself.
Yeah, absolutely.
This could signal a bit of a pivot, maybe towards becoming more of an experience-first company, a bit like how Topgolf kind of redefined the golf experience.
Ah, interesting angle. Experience over just the machine.
Exactly. At Topgolf, Starrs wasn't just, managing venues. His job was to make Topgolf bigger, better, establish it as a premier sports entertainment company.
Okay.
He oversaw, over 100 global venues, managed 30,000 employees.
Wow, okay, that's scale.
Huge scale. And he's got a clear track record there,
Right.
boosting sales, improving profits under his leadership. 4.5 years?
Yeah.
Topgolf's revenues jumped by over 50%, from $1.1 billion in 2021 to $1.8 billion annually.
50% is. Yeah, that's significant growth.
It really is. Plus, they expanded into 5 more countries: Europe, Asia. So his success wasn't just growth. It was about scaling that community engagement, loyalty, which for Harley, could mean evolving beyond just selling bikes, maybe cultivating an even deeper, maybe more accessible rider lifestyle.
Right. The community aspect is huge for Harley. But okay, if Topgolf was unexpected, his previous job might be even more surprising to some. Between 2013 and 2021, he was deep in Yum! Brands' Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut, yeah. Held several leadership roles there.
Most notably, global CEO, leading that brand to, 18,000 plus locations?
Yeah, something like that. Across 110 countries.
Yeah.
Impressive footprint.
And before that, president of Pizza Hut US.
Yeah.
How does that connect?
Well, think about it. It's not just about managing a simple dealer network.
Okay.
If you connect this to the bigger picture, it's about understanding those really complex dynamics, brand consistency, but also local market adaptation across thousands of independent entities, franchises.
Ah, the franchise angle. That's key for Harley's dealers, isn't it?
Absolutely. And Harley's presiding director, Troy Alstead, he specifically highlighted Starrs' experience in franchise-driven industries, called it a huge asset.
Okay, I see the connection now.
Yeah. Pizza Hut's massive global scale, it demands mastering standardized operations and regional customization. That's a skill set that could be really crucial for Harley's dealer model. It's iconic, but it's also geographically diverse. They have to navigate different international tastes, regulations, all while keeping the brand authentic.
Makes sense.
And just for broader context, his earlier career also included being CFO for Rafe Cinemas and an investment banker. So a pretty diverse financial and operational background, actually.
Okay, so the board clearly saw something specific in him.
Yeah.
What did Troy Alstead, the presiding director, actually say? What was the core rationale?
Well, Alstead described him as an accomplished business leader. Pretty standard stuff, but then he gave a specific, mentioned his extensive experience managing strong brands and global operations. Pointed to that track record of delivering top and bottom line growth.
You saw that with Topgolf.
Exactly. And, like we just discussed, his experience in franchise-driven industries being those huge assets for where Harley is right now.
Oh, anything else?
Yeah, and this bit is crucial, I think. Alstead also emphasized that Starrs understands the special place Harley Davidson occupies in culture and in the lives of our riders.
Ah, so he supposedly gets the brand, despite the different background.
That's the claim. And Starrs himself, in his own statements, he kind of echoed this, called it a huge privilege to join, expressed admiration for the unique position Harley Davidson has in the hearts of its riders and fans.
Did he say anything specific about the brand itself?
He did. He said, there is no brand that brings the same level of community and rebellious spirit as Harley Davidson. So hitting those keynotes.
That's an interesting point, though. The community around, say, Topgolf feels very, very different from the Harley community. That's deep-rooted, almost tribal sometimes.
It is. Very different vibe.
So how do you bridge that gap? How do you enhance the experience like he wants to without potentially alienating that really core existing base?
That is the tightrope walk, isn't it? Balancing preservation with evolution. Starrs definitely talked up his excitement about the, quote, tremendous potential to both drive growth and further enhance the HD experience for all.
For all. That phrasing is interesting.
It is. It reinforces that theme of experience and community that, seems to be a key reason the board brought him in. His statement suggests he gets the existing passion, but he also clearly sees room to expand the brand's reach somehow.
And he mentioned working with employees and dealers.
Yep, expressed a clear commitment to working with the Harley employees and that absolutely crucial dealer network. And worth noting, he's also joining the Harley Davidson board of directors when he takes over as CEO.
Okay. Now, in terms of the actual changeover, the transition, it sounds like they've planned for a pretty smooth handover.
Yeah, seems quite structured.
Jochen Zeitz, the current CEO, chairman, president, he stays in place until Artie Starrs officially starts on October 1st, 2025.
Right.
And then Zeitz stays on as a senior advisor until February 2026. That should help, you'd think. A good long overlap.
Absolutely. A structured transition like this is, well, it's crucial for continuity, especially for a company with Harley's kind of stature and history.
And Troy Alstead, the current presiding director, he takes over as chairman of the board on that same date, October 1st, 2025.
Correct. And Alstead had some specific praise for Zeitz's tenure, too.
Oh, yeah. What did he highlight?
He thanked him for his outstanding leadership over 5 years, credited him with the creation and successful execution of the Hardwire. That was their 5-year strategic plan.
Right, the Hardwire plan.
Yeah. Also mentioned his steady stewardship through one of the most challenging periods in the company's history, which is certainly true thinking about recent years.
Yep.
And Alstead also noted the substantial value unlocked through the recent HDFS transaction.
HDFS, the financial services arm.
Harley Davidson Financial Services, yeah. Seems there was some significant restructuring or deal there that unlocked value.
And Zeitz himself, what did he say about leaving?
He said it was an honor to lead the company, said he's incredibly proud of what they achieved, and feels confident they laid a strong foundation for the future. Standard, but appropriate, sign-off comments.
Okay, so bringing it all together, what does this really mean? For you, the listener, paying attention to this space, and for Harley Davidson itself?
Well,
it's clearly a big strategic move. They're bringing in a leader with a proven track record, yeah, but in brand growth and global ops from very different sectors.
Right. Topgolf, Pizza Hut, not exactly motorcycles.
So even though those past roles seem quite different, it feels like a clear signal. They're looking for someone who can drive growth, maybe not just by selling the product, the bikes,
but by enhancing the experience, expanding the community.
Exactly. That seems to be the bet they're making.
Which, it leaves us with a really important question. For anyone watching this iconic brand, can a leader who's really good at building experiences, managing huge global franchises, can he successfully steer a heritage brand like Harley into its next chapter?
Especially now, right? With evolving consumer tastes, new technologies like electric bikes.
Precisely. What does enhancing the HD experience for all really look like for a brand with this much history, this much baggage in a good way? How do you balance that deep tradition with the absolute need for evolution? That's the core challenge he faces.
Yeah, it really is. And it makes you think, how could these skills, managing diverse brand experiences, apply maybe to other traditional companies that are facing similar modern challenges? Lots to consider there.
Definitely food for thought.
Well, we hope this deep dive gave you a clearer picture of what's happening over at Harley Davidson. Thanks for joining us.